Hey, it's 100 degrees today, and so I actually just passed out. Well, passed out sounds bad because I wasn't drinking, but I just took a nap. So if I sound like I am not really with it, it's because, well, I'm old, but also I just took a nap. All right, so today we're going to go through East Bay punk collections from other people. Like I've mentioned before, we talked about my collection, my VHS tapes, my cassettes, the DATs up there, and all the discs here on this wall over here. But all of these piles right here, each pile is a different collection from somebody that has trusted me with their collection so I can digitize and post it online. The focus today is going to be East Bay punk. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 collections we're going to go through right now. The first one, and actually really the first, besides Josh Parton, may he rest in peace, he just passed away, the very first person to really trust me with their collection and give me a ton of tapes is Wayne Vanderkiel. Wayne, if you don't know, Wayne is kind of famous. He was one of the original guys at Gilman. The sticky song "Wayne is Big" is written about Wayne. He's also a photographer from the early days. I think some of his pictures are published online and might even be in some very well-known publications, some books. So he gave me, I'd say about a year or so ago, maybe a little longer now, he gave me his tapes to digitize. You can see, I don't know if you can see this, but in fact, here, let me take this off so you can get a better look at this. But yeah, not only is Wayne big, and also is Wayne a well-known or a very good photographer from the early days, he also recorded a bunch of shows. And the very first shows that he did, one of the reasons why he is so well-known and well-respected amongst the tape traders, especially the early ones, was that he got out there and started taping shows at Gilman really close to when it opened, and also attitude adjustment. He taped attitude adjustment, has probably more attitude adjustment masters than anybody in the world. And so stay tuned for a bunch of attitude adjustment from him. You see also there's a few videotapes. Those have already been digitized and posted. This here you see is everything that we've done so far. This here is everything that's left to do. So that's done. This is to go. This is full and to go. That pile, those piles, that box. So you can kind of see we're probably like 10% complete with Wayne Vanderkeel's stuff. And a lot of Gilman stuff you see, and the farm. You see there the Adolescents at the Farm, which I think I posted that. Actually, that might still be waiting to be posted. Also, he was early on, even though his focus here is East Bay punk, he was also early on in the underground metal tape trading. So he would trade with folks like Ron Quintana. I think he actually traded with Brian Liu, and he traded with Mark Martin, where I first got my first batch of tapes here in Sacramento. And so, very coveted collection. So thanks, Wayne, for getting this stuff started off. The next one is, I know a lot of folks on the Lookout Facebook group get excited about this one. This is Arica Pelino's. Arica is one of the, I would say the early 90s, probably her and Rodney Parker are the key documentarians of the East Bay punk and pop punk scene from Gilman during that time, and also other places too. But you can kind of see, I've done quite a few of Arica's videos here. A lot of those are the things that you all have gotten really excited to see online. But you can kind of see there's more stuff. Like these are answering machine messages that you will probably never hear, sorry. But in this, you can kind of see in this suitcase, there's a lot more stuff, mainly cassettes, that also need to get digitized and posted. In fact, for the next couple of days, I'm going to be focusing on cataloging this stuff in a spreadsheet, along with marking what has been digitized versus not. Okay, so that's Arica's. This whole suitcase is pretty much full still. So we still have a long way to go with mostly audio. Next one is the KALX, the KALX archive. Rick Sylvain and his crew taping Friday Night Live and other stuff. And you can kind of see there's a box here of KALX stuff that's complete. They also have reels, so getting the Otari 5050 all fixed up was an important thing to do. And you can kind of see that some of the artists here that have been digitized so far. All of these cassettes are done, but all of this stuff, you see, that box is done here. This box, this huge box, all that stuff down there is all stuff still to be done from the KALX archive. And so, again, I would say, and I didn't say this from Arica's, I'd say we're probably about 30% done with Arica's. KALX, we're probably like 10, just like Wayne's, about 10% done. All right, next up is Chris Eng. Chris Eng, in those early, so Wayne was, I would say, a year or two before Chris, taping stuff with audio, pretty much exclusively. Chris was there in the late 80s. I think he started in 86 or 87, and he was doing a lot of video along with doing some audio tape trades. You can kind of see here, you got Sticky. You've already seen a lot of this stuff from Gilman. All of the famous Battle of the Bands of Gilman was filmed by him, and I've already digitized that. But also he has a ton of cassette tapes, and you can kind of see I've done some here, but there is box after box after box of stuff still to go. Okay, so all of that, I would say 5 to 10% complete with Chris. So we've got, and also Chris has more tapes. Next time I'm down in his area, I'm going to pick up more because I've only got half of some of the shows that, so I've digitized like half a set, and the other half is still with him. So need to get back to him. So those are the 4 of the 5. The 5th one's really special. May not be the greatest quality. I've already posted 3 things from it, but it's really, really cool. This is the Pat Wright collection. Pat Wright was a Gilman volunteer for many years. He was like the backbone, along with Jeff Lint's brother, Armstrong, Jeff Armstrong. You guys see how my brain's working. But he taped pretty much every single show from 2008 until about 2013. And like every one of these, and these are like completely disorganized, but there's Ceremony at Gilman in 2015, so even later than 2012. This one is Dan Abbott, hey, from Bobby Joe, 2014. So after I catalog Arica's stuff, this one is the next one I'm going to do, is all this stuff. These are all videos that were shot in that same angle that you've seen from the Mike Park, from the Civil War Rust, and who else did I do? There's one more. Oh, Jesse Michaels. So you'll expect a lot more from there. I am about 1% done with that one. You can kind of see that there's actually 3 bins full of DVDs there that need to be sorted out. So what I'm trying to say is, here, let me point this thing at me, I guess. What I'm trying to say is that we're just getting started, and between my collection and this stuff, even with me doing 2 things a day, we've got at least 20 years worth of crap here to go through. So stay tuned. I think I also sold the Rick Sylvain stuff short. There is some insanely amazing stuff in here that you wouldn't even believe exists, especially with the reels. Like, I don't know if you saw Reverend Horton Heat. I think that's just I digitized that one. That's just a interview. But you can kind of see it's a wide different types of genres of stuff. The Muffs on KALX, Rick Springfield, Joan Jett, Charles Manson, those famous Charles Manson reels that Christ on Parade sampled. I think that's where Christ on Parade sampled it. That's those. And so we've got East Bay Punk covered for years to come. So stay tuned. And that's it for this week, I think. Next week we'll do another type. Oh, Jesus Christ, I can't even do this camera. Next week we'll do another another area, another few collections at once. Looks like we might do like, I don't know, Sacramento. I had a list of them. We'll do that. Anyway, hope you're having a great Sunday, and talk to you next week.